Hello, it's Matt Loves Cameras. I'm here on beautiful North Stradbroke Island, also known as Minjerribah, and I'm shooting 3 rolls of film today, all made in the USA, all made by Kodak. First up, we have, of course, the brand new Kodacolor 100. Really keen to shoot this stock and see what it's like. Another film I'm shooting is Lomography 100 Color Negative film, which has been a favorite of mine for the last few years. And I guess the test here is to really see if Lomo 100 is the same as this new Kodacolor 100. And the third film I'm shooting is Kodak Pro Image 100. I'm going to shoot all 3 of these films side by side in different Olympus point and shoots to see what they look like. Let's get started. We're going to load the Olympus Stylus here, also known as the Mu 1. We're going to load that with the Kodacolor 100. Next camera, we have the Olympus LT1, which is pretty much like a Mu 1 in a beautiful leather jacket here. Look at that, gorgeous. And we have our roll of Lomo 100. And finally, we have our Olympus Stylus Epic, beautiful camera. Put a roll of Kodak Pro Image in this bad boy. With my film loaded up, I started taking pictures on the headland overlooking Main Beach. The lab scanned these images for me on the Noritsu, and the only post-processing I did in Lightroom was straightening some of the horizons. Next up was the beautiful beach of South Gorge, where you're not actually supposed to swim, but there was a few people in the water that day. You've probably noticed by now that in the middle shot on Lomography 100, it's just a little bit warmer than the other 2, which is kind of interesting. Next up was Point Lookout. While other tourists were looking for whales out at sea, I went in search of some cool scenes for film photos. The Stylus shot looks great here, but look, I actually missed focus with the LT1. And check out the very shallow depth of field with the Mu 2. I took the bus round to Cylinder Beach where I met this little fella before heading out onto the beautiful white sands. I made yet another friend before jumping back on the bus to take the ferry home. I've pretty much finished up on Straddie for the day. I've really enjoyed my time here with my little Olympus cameras. It has been pretty warm and sunny. Thankfully, after a lot of walking, I found a place that served a nice iced coffee, so I had a little rest and a sit down and had my iced coffee. I've really enjoyed shooting with the Olympus cameras today. It kind of feels like I'm back with some old friends because I've used those Olympus point and shoots so many times in the past, and yeah, it brings back a lot of memories from using them. There's a couple of little quirks though with the cameras. So with the Mu 2, it really favors the flash. Like in scenes where the Mu 1 and the LT1 wasn't going to use the flash and didn't use the flash, the Mu 2 actually fired the flash and caught me off guard. So there was a couple of times where I actually had to retake photos. The other thing was the Olympus LT1. Now, although I love that little camera, it's such a fun little camera. It's basically a Mu 1 in that beautiful leather jacket. Look, taking that clasp off all the time to take a photo and holding it down and not sort of blowing up when I was trying to take a photo was a little bit annoying. So yeah, I love the LT1, but for me, the best camera out of the three is the Mu 1, the Stylus. Fantastic camera, but we'll wait to see how the pictures turned out. Soon it was time to take the water taxi home, but there were still a couple of opportunities on the ferry for some final shots. Did I just shoot the same roll of film 3 times in 3 different cameras? I would love to hear your thoughts. Please give this video a thumbs up, drop me a subscribe, and also leave a comment below and tell me what you think of the photos. I would love to know. So there are a few factors that could explain the variations we see. These could be the same film, they could be slightly different films. They could be different batches of the same film. The Lomo 100 could be a batch of film that didn't pass quality control and Kodak sold it to Lomography and they're selling it as Lomo 100. All of these things are in play and of course we just don't know. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Cheerio, bye bye.